Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Now, Subnautica Below Zero is the sequel to the game Subnautica, but it does stand on its own 2 feet as well. It's a completely different story arc, although there is a little bit of overlap with the original game. Now, since its first release several months ago, there's been quite a few quality of life improvements in Subnautica Below Zero, and as a result of this, I thought I'd go back and start the missions again. There's only quite a short storyline beforehand now, and that's been expanded with more modules. Now you start off in your habitat, in a base, a research base, where you play the protagonist, and this protagonist is female, which is great. Isn't that fantastic? You start off in this base, you can have a good look around. There's like a common area here with coffee machines and a canteen sort of area. Lots of nice posters on the wall, and let's do a little bit of exploring. There's a greenhouse where you can grow your own food. Of course, you can't interact with any of this stuff here, but all these aspects are in the game, like they were in the original Subnautica, where you could have plant pots and grow all these weird and wonderful trees out of seeds that you can collect as well. But it gives you an idea of the technology that's available, the things that you can aspire to when you get those blueprints and you can start building. Taking a look outside, you can see straight away below zero, it's going to be frosty. Now, very sort of water-based and snow-based, as you can possibly imagine. Moving back in through the hallways, you can go into other areas, lots of boxes stacked up. Back into the main communal area, we can see out through the window. Lockers, again, bins, posters, all this sort of aspect. Now, where we woke up in our bedroom, there's also another person that you're in the base with. It's a 2-man show, apparently. And their bedroom is in here. Now, the first time round, I didn't see this. I skipped completely past it, but here is another PDA to pick up as well, which is great, and that's from Jeffries, Joe Jeffries, a technician. Now, the protagonist that you play is a lady called Robin Goodall, and her sister is up on the command module in a space station or ship orbiting the planet, sending you down tasty items or technology items. But like in the original game, you can go through all the blueprints that you have, read up some of the backstory as well. Lots of information here, and this tablet that you have by pressing the tab button on the PC or whatever key you've assigned to your console will bring up that particular function. Having a good look around again, posters on the walls, plants, all that sort of thing gives you the impression that you're there in a base. Nice vending machines. There's the Vespa poster on the wall. Going into the lab area as well, you can see loads of laboratory machines, aquariums with, indigenous fish stored in there. But typically, other than the couple of tablets that you can see, there's nothing really to pick up here. So we're going to head on outside now and see what all that takes for us. So you can see it's snowing lightly, the sun is shining and glistening on the snowy landscape, and straight off you can see 2 prawn suits. Now the prawn suits are sort of biomechanical. They are mechanical subnautical suits that you can drive around in, walk around in on the seafloor. These ones are damaged though. Now we're getting a bit of story as well, as you can see in the subtitles from your sister, Sam, who's up on the Vespa.
Because he went straight to the planet. Find Jeffries, chat later.
So they can't find Jeffries. Go over to the alien research site and see if you can find him. Let's take a look at those prawn suits. Yeah, they're great bits of prawn suit laying around. Nothing you can pick up here. So it's time to have another look around and then get ourselves over to the alien site where Jeffries has been up there researching. A bit of uneaten dinner. Of course, there's no snow on that though. I think there would be, wouldn't you? Anyway, not to worry. So he's gone off and left in a bit of a hurry. He's left his food. You could say, let's take a look around here where there's usually a snowman that's been placed just over this ridge. Yes, you can see there's a snowman there. Now when you approach this snowman, you can see it's got a respirator mask on it, which you can't pick up. But by then clicking the old mouse button or pressing the activate key, you can destroy it. If you're into destroying snowmen, that is. But unfortunately, you can't pick up that mask. Now that is a shame. So let's head on over to have a look at that lake. Nothing you can do there. And let's get ourselves over to the alien archaeological dig site. So this is all marked out by these placement markers that you can see, marking out the pathway you should go. And as you approach some of the fauna, they give off a bit of heat. You can see the waves of heat coming off them, and they move towards you as you move past. It's a really good effect. You know, all these little attention to detail items I think are great, and the game really is shaping up to be a great game. I mean, even on a release, it was quite good. A little bit sketchy in areas, as you would expect, and it gives you the disclaimer as well. And here we've got the quintessential green glow of something alien as well, right? So we're going to head on in here, and you can see inside this cave, there's that lovely glow of blue water as well that's being lit up to show a cave on an icy planet. Again, we're going to walk in through here. Really good graphics. And the GTX 1070 NVIDIA card is displaying great graphics here. And with this, if you've played the original game, you'll notice the same architecture, because you're actually on the same planet, but obviously in the North Pole, not where the Aurora crashed in the first game. So a few items around the entrance. Just taking a quick look. Let's approach the doorway. Still can't use that coffee machine. That's a shame. Could do with a cup of coffee, really. Picking up that PDA.
How'd you know my name? I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
So the building's actually spoken to our protagonist, Robin. She's in contact with her sister. No sign of Jeffries. He's done a runner somewhere. There's a couple of consoles over there, but we can't get anywhere near it. We've picked up the PDA that was laying around in the vicinity. They're now saying it's a storm coming. The cabin's not stable that we're currently standing in, so it's time to get out of Dodge. As you can see, you can scan through all the blueprints. You can approach a section when you can insert a tablet to gain entry. There's a keypad on the door. We don't know what the key code is. And outside you can see things are going to start to crumble as we get near to the entrance. Again, back tracing our steps. Here's the opening. A huge landslide, look at that. And we're cut off for our way back towards the base. No way of getting through there. So we're going to have to go to the left hand side and jump over the rocks. Now I found this to be a little bit dark, really. But there is a path over there. You can get over it. If you move over to the left hand side, there's the ability for you to jump and get up over that ledge. So the snow's starting to come down a bit more now in Subnautica Below Zero. There's a lightning storm on. You see the lightning crack and blaze across the sky. Lots of frozen rivers and lakes leading off towards the sea. You can see some sea plant life sprouting up through the frozen ice. The lightning storm is continuing, building tension in the game. So far, so good. Lots of plants around. You've still got no equipment. All you've picked up is a couple of PDAs. And you can see your base in the distance. And here comes a massive avalanche now with that strike of lightning, crushing the base, toppling that antenna spire. Breaking the ice, giving you access to water. And the water part of things being effectively the game. Now, judging it right, you can get off to the side and then make your way into the water. And once you're in the water, you've got to be aware of certain things when you're flying around. There's going to be debris, things like that. But you've got to make your way out to the next location. You're given a little bit of time before your air supply and your HUD kicks in. So it gives you an idea about looking around. It says your environment is no longer safe. Your PDA is rebooted into safe mode and you've got to get away from danger. Now it's all quite dark. It's all lit up by the effervescence of the plant life underneath the sea. You can see my oxygens. I've got no rebreathing apparatus. I've been told to swim to the surface. Fortunately, the devs have put in some handy air holes along the way, so without too much stress you can recharge to 42 seconds of air and then make your way out into open water. Now, here you go. Here it is, here's the sea. And that effectively is the opening couple of minutes. A little bit of story that puts you in sort of like media res of what's happening within the game. The game is shaping up to look absolutely fantastic. I've been Ricardo, this has been Ricardo's Gaming and Subnautica Sub-Zero. Check back for more videos in the series. I intend to play the hell out of this game.